What are we doing, Damien?
Gonna go get inspected.
Welcome back, viewers. I am going to warn you now, this video has nothing to do with Buicks.
Oof.
No pressure.
Oof.
No pressure.
Burn that clutch.
I'm telling you, it's third gear.
Watch the door slam on your head.
Over on that side? Oh, here?
Yeah, right there. Right there.
You're gonna have to
Back end.
Oh, back in, damn. Ooh. Ah, it smells like Porsche in here.
If I have reverse. You can.
Damien's so stressed right now.
I am.
Oh god. He's gotta pick it up to put it in first. Because the pin's landing right over the gate. You did it, Damien. Leave it intact. All right, Damien. So what's happening here?
Like stressed.
I could see that.
Are you guys lifting these things?
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay.
Why?
Because the one main problem that we've had for the last month and a half has been the crossgate cable. We finally put a brand new one after two other ones. We snapped to it. So I don't know what is going on. But yeah, it doesn't find.
All right, we'll take a look.
Did you put a cotter pin on that pin?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, like, it's literally. I feel like it's
the original hose.
Yes. I was going to change them out for the silicone ones once we actually start doing the driving her on the road.
Is that one cam?
What?
Listen to it.
Yeah,
That's
probably,
we built that motor.
that's probably stage 2.
No, we
Oh,
built
it's
that.
not?
Tom and I built it.
Oh wow.
That's
No, because it sounds hotter than the other ones.
You've got high compression pistons and
So what's that, stage 3? Because he doesn't have a turbo in it, right?
no.
So
But that's the stage stuff with marketing.
oh, yeah.
You definitely want to do the hoses.
Yep.
I like routing this cable underneath this line.
We took that off twice. Remember?
Yeah.
The one that came all over here? You want it over top those?
No, when I do it, I'll put it underneath here. If I'm stopping around this way.
Okay.
Some of the kits, this line is a little bit longer.
And that was where our issue was.
So
Like
this
one
line,
of them.
this line you can actually put back this way and go around this way on the other kits.
Okay.
And maybe too short on this one.
This car sat 20 years. So the way you're seeing it is after a year of me and him working on it, getting it running.
I would say for the point you're at where it's running,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if on my car, I'd fix it right.
And leave it running this way.
Leave it running, inject it. I mean, there are people that do the carburetor and you know, look, if you get a car and you need to replace the entire fuel system,
Right.
yeah, it's the most cost-effective way to get it running again.
All right, because this is all brand new injectors, all brand new lines.
You spent the money already. You might as well.
The whole fuel system's done front to back.
You spent the money already. You might as well
Okay.
finish it. But,
Relay recall.
and I can replace all these relays, obviously.
Right.
You definitely need the fan cell bypass.
Fan fail bypass.
And if you want, you know, Dave McKean still solid state.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was going to get the whole solid state.
Yeah, I mean, this stuff's good. This stuff's really good.
Well, I have the RPM one from him.
Well, he makes a replacement for that blue relay.
Correct.
That's
That
solid
has the
state.
two fuses on
fuses.
top.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. You can,
Yeah, because I took the whole back out.
no. The bushing, yeah.
Oh.
You're not supposed to do that.
Okay.
So if you look, let me get the light.
That was a bushing shot on a car that's at 20 years.
Maybe it didn't sit for 20 years. You can actually see it over here every time he moves it.
We're trying to fix the lock paw modification.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is my most favorite part of this entire video.
Triangle.
Oh, I don't do that.
You don't drill them out?
I fix the doors properly. I also don't put the...
Oh, shit.
When they put the little cups in
Yeah,
here...
the pop.
No, just fix the door properly. I don't
Okay.
do any of that shit.
So that's one thing. These doors.
I wish you people could see my face right now.
We went back and forth about this forever.
No, look, a lot of people do it. It's a quick and dirty way to get it working right. But I like it the way the factory method to be.
These need to be adjusted. Be huge, big time.
The doors don't lock and unlock properly.
No.
That one doesn't.
Yeah.
No, neither one do, because that one controls this one.
There's not a huge stick to it. It's just you got to sit and adjust all the arms, all the bars.
I don't think I'm going to have my friend too much longer after this car because he's been helping me work on it and he's already like done with it. He was done with it the first day I bought it.
Well, Tom and I have been doing this together for 20 years, so.
And you guys are out of Jersey?
Yeah.
You don't want to make a road trip to Delaware, do you? How about the ground mods? Do you worry about those?
Yeah, the one I like to do is the harder one to do, but there's also
Leaking oil like a sieve over here, and I think it might be the oil pan gasket.
they really.
Well, it puked when I first bought the car. We didn't realize a whole bunch of gas was going into the oil.
You can replace the whole thing, or you take it apart, there's an oil in there.
Okay. The only part of the frame we noticed was bad was right in this corner pocket in here, inside. That's the only thing I noticed.
You want to fix that. You want to fix it before it gets worse.
Yeah, like welded plate in there.
Have you done anything to the brakes?
We are still working on the brakes. We haven't changed out the back lines yet because you have to take these panels off, right? I put a new a new fan switch in.
So your oil leak here may be, you see that, you gotta come this way a little bit more. You see that cap with the two bolts, see the wire going across?
Yeah.
There's that cap with the two bolts?
Yeah.
That covers the cam shaft.
Okay.
There's an O-ring behind there.
And you think it puked that much oil out of there?
Yep, so pop that off, clean it all up, put some silicone on it. If the O-ring's not broken, you can probably reuse it.
Okay.
Put it all back together and clean all that.
Okay.
The oil probably can't hand drip down.
All right.
All right?
Hopefully that's it. Because the pan gasket's more of a pain in the ass, I heard.
The pan gasket's tough to do in the car, but like they rarely fall.
Okay.
They rarely fall.
That crossgate cable just killed us the last
It killed you.
Yeah. He just so happened to come over and have it done in 20 minutes and got reverse again, but
5.
it's still not.
All right, Damien, who's your daddy?
You're the daddy.
Well, like I said, that's a good comeback here. Explain what happened.
So, third crossgate cable to get the transmission in reverse. Finally, Emilio shows up in about, what, half hour?
5 minutes.
Half hour you've been here?
5 minutes of working. Didn't even get my hands dirty. That's how quick I did this.
And supposedly figured out the sweet spot to get it in reverse. So I give it to him. I freaking give it to him. Dean and I were here working on it for 3 hours, changing the cable front, back, left, right, up, down. Couldn't get reversed. Got reversed.
Oh, man. Well,
But it's alive and running, and
he still hasn't fixed the brakes. I came here to get it right after I fixed
Here,
it.
watch
Nothing.
this. Oh! I did that all on my own.
Is that the solid state relay thing that you were talking about?
Yeah.
All right.
Like
Oh.
a kitten, baby.
Now it just needs an LS swap.
Yes, it
Right,
does.
Stella? It's like, fuck.
Definitely needs an LS swap.
So I'm sure you're talking about trailing arm bolts, right?
I know what they are, but I
Okay.
didn't know
So
that they
These are the originals. They look like the originals,
were. Yeah. That,
and they're not double nutted.
okay.
So I recommend replacing them.
Okay.
And when you replace them, you put 2 nuts on it. Now, when you do it, make sure you don't change the number of shims. See these shims here? The shims in there?
Yep.
That shims adjust the toe.
Okay. So just leave it the way it is.
Make
But
sure you
just
keep it
change
the way it is. Well, when you're all done, you can take it to the line.
Right.
And you may want to consider that with the rubber on these mounts. Well, you can take the mount off, you can paint that metal piece, you can paint this.
Yep.
The rubber looks decent, but you know, you can change it if you want.
I haven't gone crazy with detailing or cleaning or anything like that.
Right, but
because
when you have the part off, you might as well.
yeah, I will. Yeah. We're on to page 2.
You're running the original plastic clutch line. You want to change that? See this?
To
You want
the stainless
steel
one.
braided. Yep. That may be why you're having trouble getting it in reverse.
Okay.
And you don't want to force these into gear because you'll damage.
So that was part of the problem. This horn in here keeps jamming. Like it locks.
I think it's the wrong bolt. Make sure you have the right. See, the bolt's not coming all the way to the bottom here. Usually it does.
Okay.
So this bolt's a special bolt. It's got a shoulder on it.
Okay.
You can't use a regular bolt there. You have to get the specific.
Whatever's there is how I got the
I know,
part,
but
so I'll take that
take
out.
it apart. Make sure it's the pivot bolt with the shoulder.
Okay.
And if it is, just move it up and put it back together.
Okay.
If it's the wrong bolt, get the right bolt. And you can get new bushing kits and stuff for this shit like it. But
Bottom of the center, to hold the center console down to the tunnel.
there should be nothing good for the center console.
They were like round.
Oh yes.
They were horrible.
Well, so these, you get the bar,
Okay.
just pop these out, put the new one in.
And what's that plate called?
This is a splash shield.
Splash shield. All I hear is cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. You can put that graphic up as I'm saying.
I'll put the right sound coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Cha-ching. All in all, I was pleasantly surprised with the frame. I mean, that's the one thing I was worried about when we looked at this car.
Yeah. Well, so this here is because
The brakes lowered.
the master cylinder leaked.
It did.
So you got to pull this out. You
Yeah.
got to drop the tank. You got to clean all this old epoxy off.
Yeah.
And recoat everything with like 415.
Or by the
something.
stainless steel.
No. The problem is above this frame. See this?
Yeah.
The other side of that is peeling and rusted too. So you got to take this down, drop the tank, and get in there and clean it all out.
Okay.
Did you need?
Yeah, I was gonna see if you could like just look at them. Yeah.
We'll check them.
I signed up for everything because honestly, this is the first time this car's been out.
Fair enough.
In 20 years.
Yeah, you definitely need to change that. Get a new bushing there.
For which one?
The steering one. I told you inside.
Oh yeah, the steering bushing. Yeah.
But
yeah.
the steering shaft seems tight. That's good.
What you're doing to take it out and powder coat it. The shaft.
Leaking brake fluid.
Yeah, I sure am.
And the other thing I noticed is like, look at the hose.
Bought the piston kits.
It's all over the wheel too. The tire.
Yeah, I haven't bought the piston kits yet, and he just made them so that they would move.
Yeah. All right.
But so we're gonna do that. Like we just did the hoses up here just
Okay.
so that I could stop a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you brought it on a trailer, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
Believe me, I would not drive this thing from Delaware.
All right. So when you do the brakes,
Yep.
this is the original. This is the early style speedometer cable bracket. There's a new one you get, and it's got an arm that comes out a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that. The one
Get that.
and runs through it.
Well, right, you get that, and then
Yeah.
you zip tie this into it, so it keeps this like that
Okay.
instead. So it's going into the angle drive straight,
So
and it saves. It helps preserve the angle drive so they don't break. Well, they just tie rod in, boot's missing.
Is that brake fluid all over?
Yeah, I already told them that.
Okay.
It's on a trailer.
Oh, okay.
So, but is the wheel bearing look okay?
Wheel bearing didn't seem bad.
Yeah, the wheel bearing looks fine. That's more tire rocking than anything else.
You said steering rack is loose, and which cover?
The tie rod boot.
Tire rod boot. But you know, if you're getting take it apart,
Right,
get the upper and lower ball joint boots also. You can do the whole thing.
and upper and lower.
Ball joint boots, yep.
So while you have it apart and you're doing that,
Oh god.
paint the frame, all the rust on the frame,
Yep.
clean up the old epoxy,
Yep.
and put 415 or something.
Yeah, we
on it.
just power washed it before bringing
Yeah.
it here, just so that you could actually see what's there.
These are both leaking, so they make a sleeve kit for it.
Okay.
But you may just want to change the seal,
Right.
and if you set the seal just a little bit off of where the old one was, sometimes it'll reseal.
You got that? Yep.
But your actual boots are dry, but they're not cracked.
Okay.
But again, if you're taking
If you're
it
already
apart,
there, you might as
you
well.
might as
do it.
well do a boot kit. They're not leaking, but they're dry.
Yeah, they're dry.
For 20 years, they look pretty good. Well, for 40 years, they look pretty good. Because what you see, I have a feeling, has never been changed.
It's entirely fine. How many miles are on it?
22, 23,000. I changed.
It might be real. It may be original. Yeah. I don't have the markings with the new ones. That's pretty cool.
I mean, I'm telling you, this car sat and sat and sat. It's got low mileage. I can't remember right now what
So you
it was.
do have the recall here.
Oh, okay.
This is the front end recall.
Okay.
So you have that, but and you also have the pins. See the cotter pin in the lower bone?
Yes.
That was another recall as well.
Okay.
So this
the
car has
only,
those recalls.
The only recall they didn't do was the electrical.
Yeah, they didn't do that one, and I don't remember if you had the throttle. No, you did not. The throttle shield. It's supposed
No,
to be a shield
I didn't
over
have
the
that.
top,
The
yeah.
freeze,
Yeah,
freeze
the
shield,
freeze.
I don't have that.
Roadworthy, change the radiator.
And we saw some antifreeze dripping out this morning, like right in this area. So I don't know where it was dripping.
Right here.
Can we do a hose kit too? Because this hose is starting to
All the hoses.
Well, yeah, we're gonna do the silicone sleeve kit.
And it needs a water pump, the air intake.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is not the original bolt here,
Okay.
which means maybe the thread got fucked up or something at some point.
When they did the recall kit, maybe.
Very possible, but I mean, for this structure right here is really, really important.
Okay.
Because when you hit the brake,
Uh-huh.
these have a tendency to move back, and this is the only thing holding it in
Holds it
place.
forward. Okay.
So I would change that to the correct fastener.
Okay, so that is the front stabilizer bar.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an M10 by 1.5 bolt.
M10 by 1.5.
1.5 is a big thread. I believe it's 30 millimeters or 40 millimeters long.
So the next question is, when I send this to your shop and I say, here, just do it, what's it gonna cost me?
I haven't seen the whole list yet.
After you can afford it, right?
There you go. I like that.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Are you gonna do front and back pistons?
Yes. Yes.
You know, so right now I notice that it still has original air conditioning system.
That is correct, and I don't even know if it will turn on yet. I haven't even tried it. I haven't even checked to see if there's R12 in it yet.
Steering column bush when you got?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened with that since the car's
Oh, they rot away.
Oh,
That's great.
I was gonna say, because I said to him when you said it, I was like, how with a car this low on mileage is the bushing gone already?
I mean, that's probably like the number 2 part that they sell.
Is the new one a replacement? Like a better
There's different
replacement?
ones.
There's different, so
yeah, somebody
you
makes
can go
one and
all the way up to the polyurethane.
yeah, the pins need to be adjusted. So.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Hear that?
Yeah,
Couldn't do that.
because of touching.
It's right. So that means that the pin is hitting the door.
Oh,
And-
instead
right.
of the.
It's-
And I have those metal.
Yeah, definitely.
Keep the door shut.
Keep the door shut, and I would also
Put the 2x4 wood
right, support.
piece in the middle.
You put something
I saw that.
over the center console.
Yep.
Maybe use like a little hydraulic jack.
Right.
Just support the roof right here.
Yep. I watched that, but I will not be doing it myself.
Well, because if you don't do that right, doors will never close right again.
Correct.
Oh God.
And the only way to fix it is to bust out the windshield and start over.
Oh, good. No, I don't want to be doing that. So that wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be.